So look at the color of that sparkling water. Seawater, ocean water. It's kind of an emerald color. It's unbelievable. Today is one of the best days I've seen it so far. So mainly I just wanted to share some thoughts with you. You can see the wave patterns. They follow what we know as a fractal pattern. A fractal can also be considered sacred geometry, divine geometry. It can also be referred to as phi, that golden ratio, divine ratio, that you can see pretty much everywhere around you. If you want to call it nature, I don't like the name nature. I think it's one of the worst misnomers, because it's kind of implying that something is happening by accident, and this is the complete opposite. You know, how can it be an accident and you see the signature all over the place, repeating itself over and over again? So that's what a fractal pattern is. It's kind of repeating towards infinity. You can see it in the smaller waves. You can see the fractal patterns even in the light hitting the wave patterns. And you can see the small ruffle-like features on the water itself. Again, all fractal patterns of different manifestations. You can see the fractal patterns in the clouds. You can see them in the crashing waves, in the crests of the crashing waves, in the pipeline of the waves, just like you do in a seashell or a human ear, the earlobe, your iris, your retina, crashing plasma lightning from the sky, from the clouds. You can see it in your face, your eyes, your mouth. It's everywhere. Like I'll show a bunch of pictures and some of the math involved probably, but right now I wanted to share with you some of the raw footage that I'm getting here live. You know, I mean, I usually try to take some of the stuff that I can from the internet, but you know, you don't always get what you want. So sometimes, whenever possible, I like to hunt for the raw footage myself. Hopefully I don't have this on the fisheye setting. I don't think I do. So you can see also how flat this horizon line is. It's completely flat. You know, you know, I don't like to talk about the flat Earth too much, because it's already a given. If you don't know that, go research it. It's a given, okay? Like, do your homework and don't be intellectually lazy, right? So come on, so let's down to business again. There should be a curve towards that side, towards that side, towards that side. There's absolutely none. So that's that. But going back to the fractal patterns, you see them everywhere. You can see them in the rocks. You can see them just in so many things. What about the trees, the palm trees? You can see it in the tree leaves. You can see it in the branches of the tree itself. It's a fractal pattern. That's exactly what it is. Just like you would in you know, lightning crashing down from the sky, plasma arcs and such. It's all fractal manifestations of the divine, in my opinion. So but let me know your opinion, your comments. If you think there's nothing to it, if you think there is, right? Would you like to add anything? I have a friend here with me, one of my best friends in the whole wide world. Did you want to add anything? Maybe a few words? She's a little shy. She says yay or nay? Nay? Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Well, maybe even in the voice, we should analyze some voice patterns and see if there's some fractals or phi, golden ratio in there. Did you see that pipeline? Wow. So everywhere. Why are the waves from the ocean always headed towards the beach? Have you thought about that one? They're always headed towards the beach, no matter where you are. And if you're somewhere on a beach, on a shoreline, the waves from the ocean are always headed towards the beach. Why is that? Why are they not going sideways or inward or slanted? They're always headed towards the beach. I find that pretty amazing. Why is that? So let's look for an explanation. I'll give you some theories on my end sometime. But even on the waves crashing on the beach and the shoreline, you can also see different kinds of fractal patterns. Some of them look like the leaves of the cabbage, or the the cabbage leaves, things like that. So it's fractal upon fractal upon fractal manifestation. Like you see the people there just playing in the water. I mean, we're a collection of fractals ourselves. Like even our nervous system, our nerves throughout the body, all our nadis, all our like circulation system, our veins. Yeah, and not to mention the ice crystals up on the clouds. Remember, if you watch my video on how do clouds float, they're floating due to the manifestation of the ice crystals and the related fractals that are full of energy floating up in the air. They are in fact countering the dielectric inertial plane that we are standing on. So there's huge immense power in them, and they're just floating, and they're weighing tons, thousands of tons, and they're just they appear weightless. They're far from weightless. What it is they have huge amounts of energy that is countering, again, whatever it is that gives us weight. And they're doing that with an enormous amount of energy that's inside each and every one of those crystals located in the clouds. And I have some video of what do you call the water spout we saw the other day? It's a water tornado. I got it. I didn't have my GoPro with me because it kind of punked out on me. But look at the fish. So the fish, again, the fish scales, the fish body, they're all fractal patterns, all golden ratio. The seashells, they're all golden ratio. The conch shells. It's pretty amazing. And if you're like blind to it and you start thinking it just happens, it doesn't just happen. It's completely, asinine to think otherwise. It's just if you thought stars just happened spontaneously. So there's completely a rhyme and a reason and a design, and it's made that way so that we can actually see it, detect it, perceive it, because it could be made another way, but it's not. So it's kind of like we have an intellect, we have discernment, we have a mind, we have jhana, we have chitti, and we can actually elucidate some of these mysteries, and they're made so that we can within our grasp. But you have to feed your mind